Hey everyone, this is Antone from Antone Outdoors. So I have something special planned for today. First of all, I'm in Grand Marais, Minnesota, my favorite city in all of our state. This is the place I look more forward to coming to if I'm going to be in Minnesota. So anyway, I'll show you where I'm at here. So here is the marina, or the Grand Marais Harbor, I should call it. Pretty iced up out there. And I don't know if you guys can see off in the distance there's Lake Superior. So I just got into town. I'm drinking my Java Moose. If you come to Grand Marais, you got to go to Java Moose to get your coffee. It's a really good coffee there, and it's always fun to stop in there. Today I'm going to Devil's Kettle. I've been talking about this in a couple past videos about wanting to get up to Devil's Kettle. That's just further up the highway from Grand Marais. Another maybe 15-20 miles, and it's an amazing hike. I'm gonna have my spikes on today because I'm sure it's gonna be really icy. I mean, look what I'm dealing with here. Just all ice. Everything is ice. So I imagine it's the same up there as it is here, so I got to be careful. But anyway, I wanted to see Devil's Kettle in the winter. I haven't seen it in the winter yet. I've made that hike a number of times in the past, but always in the summer. But today we're going to do it. So stay tuned, guys. Here we go. Okay, so I made it to Judge Magny Park here, and I'm kind of wishing I had my snowshoes. I thought the trail would have been a little bit more packed down. So I do got my spikes on, but yeah, they got more snow out here than I thought. But here we go. Let's do this. Okay, walking on the trail here, it feels more compact than I thought. Okay, let's check this out. So here we are, and we got to get, so we're right here, we need to get there. And I forget how far this hike is. I've got my all trails on, but it's not doing me much good because my iPhone is on SOS. I have no reception. So I think this is a 2-mile hike though, round trip. So I guess a mile back in, maybe? My memory is correct. If I'm not mistaken, it's all uphill. I've been here before. I've done it a couple times. Yeah, there it is right there. Devil's Kettle, 1 mile. So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, I've done this hike like a number of times, but I do so many hikes, I kind of forget a little bit. But it is a mile. We know that now. Now it's 25 degrees right now. It's supposed to be close to 30 up here. In Duluth, it's going to be 35. So I do have, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. Fjallraven makes this hat, and it turns into a face mask too. It kind of unfolds and turns into a face mask. So I'm ready for that. I got my warm Hestras on. I got my insulated pants on. So I feel good. I feel like I'm ready for this. It's been so cold that I haven't been out much, so I don't know why, but I feel a little nervous. Look at that awesome river. Oh, check this out, guys. See that hole there? Water's flowing underneath all that ice. I knew it would be, but man, to see it there. And then it dumps into Lake Superior right on the other side of that bridge. So this is all uphill, if I'm not mistaken, all the way there. So easy to come back, but a little grueling to get there. And I stayed true to what I was thinking. I wasn't gonna go online and Google what it's like to do this hike in the winter. I'm gonna assume the water's frozen up there at the waterfall, but you know, it's so powerful. It also wouldn't surprise me if we can see water flowing still. I just don't know. I wanted to see it firsthand, so I didn't look it up. In the summer though, it is so awesome. This might be my favorite waterfall in Minnesota. And then the river's right there. We'll be following that all the way up. So the snow looks bad, but I'm actually staying right on top. It's only maybe an inch of powder before you get to the hard stuff. So I don't feel bad that I don't have my snowshoes, I guess. All right, we've started climbing. My spikes on my shoes are keeping me from slipping. So far, anyway. We got an orange sign up here. What's that all about? Almost seems like a hunting. Okay. November 8th through November 23rd. So that's old. I don't have to worry about that. So what that sign meant, in case you guys didn't understand it, there's deer hunting here during those dates, and they want you to have orange on so the hunters can see you and you not get shot by accident. Which sounds like a very good idea. See how low the river is there? You can definitely tell we're gaining elevation. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's fighters going over me. So I was out of town yesterday for a good chunk of the day, and my wife was back at home in Two Harbors, and she said the fighter jets were much more active than normal. We've got a base out of Duluth that we keep a bunch of fighter jets at. I bet a lot of you viewers, you know what this waterfall looks like in the winter. And thank you for not leaving any giveaways in my last post saying I was gonna come here, because I really wanted to be surprised when I see if it's either frozen or if it's running, flowing. Isn't it just beautiful back here? The trees with the snow. Isn't that just amazing, guys? Yeah, you got to deal with the cold that comes along to get this beautiful view. I don't know. I think it's worth it. And come on, 25 degrees out for a person that's been in Minnesota their whole life. That's nothing. It is just a steady climb. There's been no like going down for a little bit, then come back up. It's either flat or it's going up. If I get a good view of the river, I'll show you how far down the hill it is. if you notice on my hikes, and I've always been this way, but when it gets really hard going and I'm just winded, you never really see me stop to catch my breath. I just force my way through. I've always been kind of proud that I can do that. All right, I think I'm going up steps that are covered here with ice and snow. I gotta take it easy. I think I'm gonna do what these people have been doing. Go off to the side here. Oh yeah, that's easy. This is super steep, so I gotta be careful. Ooh, slipping a little bit. All right, back at it. Feels so good to be out here. I've been really excited about getting a free day to get up here, and now I'm here. I was told how hard this hike is, but it's only a mile. Even if it was straight up, which it's not straight up, but even if it was, it's still only a mile back here. All right, some flatland. So you know how, when you're starting to get older, you're starting to have to take medications, right? I just started a statin for high cholesterol. And I've been worried how it's going to make me feel. My mom took one, and she had muscle cramps, muscle pains, and Charlie horses, all sorts of stuff. So I told my doctor before she put me on one, I said, this is the one my mom was on, and she had these issues. Can you give me something you think won't cause this issue? It starts with an R, I forget the name of it. I've been on it for 3 weeks, and I was wondering how I'd feel hiking where I'm having to exert myself a little bit, which I am right now. And I was wondering how my muscles and stuff would ache, or if they'd hurt, or if there'd be any issues. I don't feel anything. I haven't felt anything since I started the medication. I'm on week 3 right now. But yeah, getting older. Oh, a squirrel. I don't know if you can see it on the tree there. He's running away from me. I don't think I ever told you guys the story of the red squirrel that kicked my butt. I don't deer hunt anymore, but I used to quite a bit, every year. And one year I was in my deer stand, and I saw this squirrel yelling at me from the ground. And I was just ignoring him, waiting for a deer to come. And all of a sudden, he came up the back of the tree and got above me. And he started darting at me. And he was screaming and hollering at me. And if any of you guys have ever dealt with red squirrels, they're very vocal. They like to yell and argue and stuff. And he finally did it where I had to get out of the tree and leave. He chased me right out of the tree. I didn't get a deer that year. Matter of fact, I left that deer stand on that tree so I could go back the next year, and I've never been back. So hopefully someone's getting some use out of that deer stand. All right, more elevation. Let's do it. My spikes are really coming through for me. I don't think anybody could do this hike without something on their feet to help them get traction. See a little footsteps? I don't know what that is. A bird maybe? They're really light. Here's more of them. I'm in a spot right now in Minnesota where you could see a moose out here. Look at that. Kind of neat. I'd love to see a moose. I see bear all the time. I see deer all the time. I've only seen a wolf a couple of times. Lots of wolves up here, but they're pretty skittish. I've never seen a moose in the wild. I've been told they get as far south every now and then as into two harbors where I live, but that's rare. But up here, this is where they live. Okay, cool. I think we're getting close. Let's see on the map where we're at and how much further. Okay. So Devil's Kettle is right there and we're right here. So we started here and came all the way up there. So we're just about there. Let's check out this overlook here, see what we can see. I don't know if you guys can see and make out how far down that river is, but it's way, way down there. We've done some major climbing here. Let's continue. Am I supposed to go down those stairs? I think so. It doesn't appear the trail goes on. Like I say, it's been a while, and I go on so many hikes that I kind of forget. All right, all this way just to go down to the river level. Yikes. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I do not want to fall. Coming back up will be easier than going down. At least I got the railing to hold on to. Listen, guys, that's the water. Does that mean we're going to see wide open water at the waterfall? That would be so cool if we did. See how I'm speeding up? I'm getting excited. We got a ways to go yet. I do remember the stairs. I remember they were brutal coming up in the summer. I'm just going to take it easy coming up. I power walked them last time I was here coming back up, and it was brutal. Obviously, I won't be power walking these things today. I'm going to be doing everything I can to not fall. Okay, I see light at the end of the tunnel. Thought I heard somebody behind me. Nobody'd be dumb enough to come out here after a snow and do this, would they? Oh, wait. Almost at the bottom. The water sure is loud. We should be able to see water moving. I can't imagine that's under the ice making that noise. All right, we're done with the stairs. Oh, heck yeah. I can see the waterfall moving. We're going to try to get a better look up here. Super, super steep. Ooh, I'm slipping. I thought we were going to get a better view from up here. I mean, that was it back there, right, guys? That had to be it. Let's go a little further, make sure I'm not missing something. I'm trying to listen. I don't hear anything up here. Sure looks different in the winter. Oh, okay. There it is. It's just so much quieter up here. Lost my breath from that last little jaunt. Pretty awesome though, huh guys? We made it. Devil's Kettle. And we got some water flowing. Okay. So I didn't have to wear my face mask, so that's good. And I'm not overheated. That's good. And we did what we set out to do. I gotta catch my breath. And I have to go back up those darn stairs. So that'll be really fun. But once I get to the top of the stairs, then it's all downhill. So, okay, we did it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for coming along. I'll let you look at it one more time here. Okay guys, stay safe, get outdoors. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.